Hi guys, Tech James here. In this video I'll be showing you guys an updated tutorial on how to install 6.61 Pro Infinity Firmware onto your PSP. So this works on the PSP 1000, 2000 and 3000. Right guys, so before you even start this tutorial, you must make sure you have a PSP memory stick. So the one I'm using in my PSP right now is actually a 32GB one, so that's a perfect size. Any memory stick above, I'd say 2GB is probably decent for this. You also want to make sure that your battery is fully charged, and on your PSP you just want to go down into the system settings. You then just want to scroll down into system information, just press X to open it, and this is where your PSP's version is going to display. So it must say version 6.61 like mine. You have to have official 6.61 in order to install the custom Infinity 6.61. So I'll leave a link to that in the description so you guys can all update your PSPs. But anyway, so once you have all of these things, all you want to do is go onto the USB connection and then connect your PSP to your PC using the micro USB cable. Right guys, so once you're over on your computer, you want to head over to the link in the description. So I have uploaded the complete Infinity pack, and this is for the Pro Custom Firmware only. So if you want LME, I can make another video on that. But anyway, so head over to the link in the description. It's just going to bring you to this Google Drive page, and what you guys want to do is just click the download option in the top right. Give it a few seconds and then it's just going to download the entire zip file. So the zip file I think is about 50 megabytes once it's uncompressed. So just keep that in mind, you will need a fairly decent PSP memory stick. Right guys, so once your download is complete, all you want to do is just head over to your downloads folder. In there you can find the zip file. All you want to do from here is just do right click and then select extract here. So it's going to give you these two files, an SE plugins folder and a PSP folder. So inside of the PSP folder, inside of the game folder, it has the Pro Custom Firmware files, the Chrono Switch downgrader. If you wish to downgrade your firmware at any time, you won't need this in this tutorial. It comes with Flasher, Maker and Stage, which are all Infinity files. So all you want to do is just copy these two files on the root of your PSP, literally just drag them across like this, and then just give them a few seconds to copy across. So I think the complete file is about 65 megabytes, so not too large in size. Right guys, so once they're all copied across, you can always go ahead and check they're there if you want to. But that is it for the computer right now. We will need it in a future step, but just go ahead and press circle on your PSP to disconnect it from your computer. Right guys, so once you're back on your PSP, this is where you want to run the Pro Custom Firmware. So basically, all you want to do is just scroll over to your PSP's memory stick. From here, it's just going to display all of the files that you just copied across. This is the one that you want to select first, so just press X to launch it. So it's going to come up with this screen. All you want to do is just press X to launch the custom firmware. It's then just going to install all the necessary files, then press X to start the custom firmware. Your PSP is then just going to reboot quickly. Now you will need to check that the custom firmware is installed successfully, so just scroll over, go down to your system settings. Then scroll down again to the system information. As you can see, the custom firmware has worked because it says 6.61 Pro C. So just press circle a couple of times just to back out. Now what you want to do is we're going to start running the Infinity. So this is the first program you want to run. It's called 6.61 Infinity Firmware Builder. Just press X to launch it. So it's going to come up with this page. All you want to do is just press X on Build Hybrid Firmware. It's then just going to verify the 6.31 updater and the other updater. Give this some time to update because it might take a few minutes. Right guys, so once it's complete, it's going to say press X to exit. Once you press X, your PSP is then going to reboot. Right guys, so what we need to do now is connect our PSP back to our computer because there is a file that we need to copy across. Right guys, so once you're back on your computer, all you want to do is just make sure your PSP just looks like this. Go into the PSP folder, go into the game folder, go into the maker folder. This is the file that we need to transfer right here. So all you want to do is just drag it, and where we're dragging it to is the flasher folder. So just locate the game again, flasher, drag it straight into there. So now if you go into the flasher folder, it's just going to look like this, data.mfc and eboot.pbp. So that is completely it for your computer now. You can now head over back onto your PSP. Okay guys, so now all we need to do is run the next Infinity program. So scroll down, go onto your memory stick, scroll down here, and this is the one that we need to launch next. So 6.61 Infinity Firmware Flasher. As long as you've copied that file across, you can run this without any problem. So just press X to launch it. So it's just going to look like this. All you want to do is just press X to start. Then you just need to agree, and it's just going to load the kernels and everything like that. Just give this a few minutes again to complete. So once that is complete, it's just going to ask you to press X to reboot the system, so go ahead and do so. Guys, so it's going to come up with this dodgy looking error page. Don't worry, your PSP is not bricked. All you want to do is just go ahead and press circle. Your PSP is then just going to reboot again, and from here you're going to want to do a setup process. Just go ahead and complete it, just like how you would when you first set up your PSP. None of your information will be deleted or anything like that, but it's always a good idea to use a fresh memory card when installing custom firmware. Okay, so once that's done, you just want to scroll over to your system settings, and we're just going to check that the Infinity firmware is installed. So scroll down to system information. As you can see here guys, version 6.61 and then the Infinity logo. So that's awesome guys, it worked first try. So I'm just going to back out. Right guys, so because your PSP did just reboot, you are going to want to run your custom firmware again. So go ahead, scroll down here and just press X to launch up the Pro update. Just press X to go ahead and launch it. So I'm just going to install the files again, press X to start the custom firmware. Okay, now just scroll over to your system settings again and just check that everything is fine. Just check that it's still on Infinity. So yep, there you go, 6.61 Pro C Infinity. We know it is 100% working now. Scroll back over to your PSP's memory stick. From here you want to scroll down, and this is the program you're going to want to launch, Infinity Bootloader Configurations. Just press X to load that up. Guys, so it's going to say welcome to Infinity. Just press left on the D-pad. You're then going to want to select the Pro custom firmware, so just press X to leave it selected. Once you've done that, all you really want to do for here is just press the home button. You're then just going to go ahead and just quit the game, so just press yes. And that is it guys, you've successfully installed 6.61 Pro Infinity, the best custom firmware that you can get for the PSP, and it probably always will be. So you can always just go ahead and check your system's information if you're not too sure. There it is, 100% working. You can now follow every single PSP tutorial I have on my channel, installing free games, installing emulators, installing homebrew games and all of that kind of stuff. So there is one final check that you can do on your PSP, and that is removing the battery, putting it back in and then booting it up just to check that the custom firmware did stay permanent. Right guys, so you can now press select to bring up the VHS menu and everything like that. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. Don't delete these files on the memory stick. That will remove the custom firmware and probably brick your PSP. Many people were asking about that on the last video. I thought it was kind of obvious, but guys, don't remove the files that are keeping the custom firmware running. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.